All right guys, welcome back to YouTube. We have got another 250 Prado that we have just completed an epic build on, so come and check it out as we walk you around it. All right, we are at the front of the car. The biggest transformation often happens here. We have put a bullbar on it. It is the Vikor Diablo bullbar. We have it on our Prado, so Andrew's going to tell you all about it.
So we really like these bull bars. Probably the main thing is they're very compact. So we'll get the camera around the side. They do not stick out like a normal bull bar. So they're really tight to the vehicle. They're very lightweight as well. Being a Prado, it's kind of concern weights. They've got this sort of everything fits on them. So we've got fog lights here, the original fog lights here, and then the windscreen washers because this is an altitude. It's still got that. Fits a 12,000 pound carbon winch, again another really lightweight winch, and so normally you can flick that down if you want. And then probably the main thing is they come with a built-in underbody protection. So there's a big bash guard that runs down, and you've also got your rated tow points. So it's got a lot of features for just a bull bar. Most other brands, a lot of those are plus. So all built in, ready to go. Obviously STEDI lights fit on there perfectly. And yeah, it's just a really nice, tight, light, hardcore looking bull bar.
Cool, so while we're talking about lights, we have done the STEDI lights. The customer actually had not that light bar, but another light bar behind the grille. So we've removed that, put that on his front seat. We've put what STEDI lights are these?
Orange ones. So, it's been a long day. They are the STEDI Type X Pro Plus, Type X Pro Plus. So yeah, these are fantastic lights. Obviously they're STEDIs. We wanted round ones, we didn't want the Evo style, and yeah, sorry I forgot the name. There's a lot of light names that I'm supposed to remember every day. The light bar on the top, it is yet another Defino. It's a STEDI light bar.
41-inch light bar. It is mounted on the STEDI lights to a Rhino-Rack platform. So how are they wired with the two
So we've
lights?
wired these together. Because this vehicle already had the factory Toyota wiring harness in it, we and the customer just wanted to be able to dip up and down. They actually come on together on the factory harness. They're actually one switch positive, negative, bit of trickery there. But anyway, factory switch on, dip switch forward, high beams forward, and bang, they both work and turn off together. So
you've got one light on your dash if that's what you want.
One switch on the dash.
On dash.
Multiple relays for all the gurus out there. It's all fused and relayed separately but switched together.
CAN bus integration.
CAN bus integration is the factory Toyota one that was fitted prior to us by Toyota.
What does that actually mean?
So on these, the high beam is not just a normal power anymore. It's a data signal. So there's a box in there that cuts in, recognize the data signal as high beam and switches our relay and their relay.
Cool.
Cool.
Next thing on the front is the snorkel that we can see from here.
Yeah, Safari ARMAX snorkel. Yeah.
We've got that on our car.
Got that one on our car. Makes really cool whistly sounds if you wind down your window. One thing that is really good is it's actually really interesting just as a driver of one of these. Window up, you can't hear the snorkel. Window down, it sounds like you got a whole heap of pigeons. So it's quite interesting that it blocks it out really well, or you can hear the sickness if you want.
So moving on to the roof while we're standing here, we've done the Rhino-Rack platform. We've done a 200-watt solar panel, and we have done the Accelerate Starlink bracket with power supply in it. So.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So we've done the Starlink up there. Because we've run the Projecta system, which I'll try not to talk about and ruin the thunder. But from the Apple Play, he'll be able to turn his Starlink on and off, and his phone. And then also down the side, we've got the STEDI RGB rock lights. So there you go.
The Party Prado.
Party Prado.
3 on either side, and it is controlled via your phone.
So there you go. STEDI lights around the top. And then if you come around here, so we've actually pushed, when we show the video, the image of the roof, we've pushed everything over this side. So we've got the Starlink with the solar panel on this side, with the theory being we can still access that side for max tracks and swags. And if you want to open our unlockable Starlink mount, you can just stand here and get to it, or you can be built like Jacob and be 7 foot tall. Obviously, and then really round here, the ARB hard case awning.
So it's not, it's just a 180?
Yeah, so this is just a pull-out awning. So in awning land, it's fairly featureless because it's just a pull-out old school one, but is in the hardcover and looks so much nicer than your old bag style. The
thing that we've got asked with quite a few customers is you can't do a 270 on these because the tailgate pops up and hits it all.
This comes up, so you're pretty much only this side. Yeah, this is just the rollout awning, but hardcover awning. And probably the other thing that we scooted past is we've just done our towing bracket. So it's got our full towing Anderson plug bracket on the back.
Clearview side, not power, side step swing boards. So we are getting into our car. The Clearview boards swing down. Once we're in, they swing back up and away. So it's nice and easy. You can also use those to access your roof as well.
And fun fact on these, when you unlock the vehicle, the driver's side comes down, but the passenger doesn't. Kind of cool. Passenger only comes down when you open the door.
Let's open up the tailgate and check out what is in the back.
All right. All right. So prams and things in this one, we wanted to keep the floor as low as we could. This was an altitude. So it had a floor about there, but no seats. So it was still a 5-seater, no changes there. We have done, this is the RVSS false floor. We have done the Accelerate compressor and inverter over on our bracket on that side, which we'll show you with outputs there. We've also done our dual battery system. So underneath, we've got a 200 amp battery on a tray with the chargers. We can see some of it, there's some of it, and then our Accelerate cup holder. So you can whack a fridge here, you can plug it in, you can plug in a solar panel, you can charge your phones, you can pump up your tires, and you can run your coffee machine all with more space than you had before from factory.
Cool. So let's go through each component individually. So we'll start with the dual battery. It's got a battery tray, the iTech 200 amp hour Ultra Slim. That is a new kit that is hopefully coming soon, and we have designed that specifically to go under the floor because our previous 200 amp hour battery didn't fit under a false floor, and that is something that's really asked for. We have gone with which DC to DC charger?
So this one's got the Projecta DC-DC charger, so the IDC50. We've done that because on the Projecta screen and the Apple Play and everything, it will actually show you the charging. So on your phone, on that screen and on the dash, will show you the charging amps kind of thing. And also there's no battery monitor on this system because we run the iTechworld battery. It's got the internal Bluetooth shunt, so you just talk to it with your phone, and it's sort of simplified this simple we were going for.
Cool. We'll go through a projector in a bit, so sit tight on that one. We have then got in the quarter panel, as Andrew said, the Accelerate compressor and inverter bracket. So that has got the ARB brushless twin compressor mounted into there, and then the Invicta inverter 2000 watts. So one's mounted on the outside of it and one's mounted on the inside of it.
Yeah, so the compressor's on the back side of that, and then we've got the inverter on this side.
So that's pretty simple. It's all air lines running over here to the truck. So you just plug in here. I'm assuming this customer's getting a pump up kit and other things, so it'll be somewhere floating around to use it. The Invicta inverter, so it's 2000 watts, so coffee machine, single induction, air fryer. You can kind of run anything, any one of those items at any one point in time. GPO outlets over here that are flush mounted into the floor as well. Anything else on that?
I think that's about
socket
it.
bank, so your 12 volt outlets. Andrew did mention that very quickly, but yeah, over there. So you've got cigarette socket, USB AC, a grey Anderson outlet, and then you've also got red solar input that's feeding back into your iTech battery. All right, so let's talk about Projecta. Why have we switched over to Projecta in this vehicle?
Okay, so the Projecta system is fairly new to market. It's pretty cool. So, and it does have a small screen, but let me finish on that. Basically what it is, it's a switching system. So we can run banks of 4 circuits. We can also add larger ones. So I think it's up to 12 or 16 circuits. 16 circuits that we can run. So the little modules that are the switching circuits, they come back to this brain. And then this brain is actually a Bluetooth unit, which is actually where it's cool. So they do tell me there's a bigger screen coming. At the moment, this is the screen that's on the market. The screen's a little bit annoying, but it's very functional off your phone and off your dash. And the new screen that's coming is apparently just going to plug into this screen. So basically, if we look at this, and we can change it on an angle, we can just turn our compressor on and off. We can turn all our lights on and off. You just scroll through to different channels, and then you also can see your charging percentage. So it's got a lot of features in a slightly small screen. I'm getting handed a phone here. Here's Jacob's phone. And so basically this is all our battery features. We've got a BMS wake up feature as well. And then we can move across to the switching and turn things on and off. So that's the Starlink. And we've even switched the inverter. I don't know if you heard the beep. And so if we had...
This customer's got 4 things switched. It's
4
got
channels.
1 channels, 1 relay. What are you for?
So at the moment we got compressor, top lights, Starlink and inverter. At any time, oh yeah, right, Jacob. At any time we can add another 4 or 8 circuits. They'll just appear on the screen. It's just a scroll across, and the same will happen on the screen on side of the dashboard, which we'll show you in a minute.
So previously in this sort of scenario, we were using Red-Arc, maybe a bit of Garmin,
so we
mainly Red-Arc, and the cost to go into a Red-Arc system for parts alone is minimum $3,000 to $5,000 to do a similar sort of switching. In this system, the cost of parts, you're looking at like $600, $700, depending on what you want to go to. And I don't know, I'm not a tech, but I'm assuming based on our labour as well, it's a lot easier to install.
Well, there's a lot less componentry to this. And so, yeah, it is a lot simpler to use, a lot smaller and discreet. And so, yeah, in this sort of situation, much better. The only option at the moment Red-Arc's got is a TVMS screen this big. That's got to go, a red vision screen that's got to go into a Rogue that's this big, that then doesn't work without, it doesn't monitor unless you've then got the Alpha R or Manager, and it just escalates.
All right, so the benefits I think to the Projecta system, yes, it's got a small screen, but you've got it on your phone, and then you also have it as in Apple CarPlay, that is Android or iPhone. So basically what you have on your dash is the Intelli-IQ app. You click into that, it links into then your Bluetooth module. You've got all your battery information here, and then you've got your switching as well. So from here, I can go compressor on off. I can turn my lights on, my Starlink, whatever it is that we have opted to switch. So yeah, really cool feature, we think, from Projecta, and we're liking installing them. While we're in the front here, I'll just run you through the GME XRS Connect. So it is the 375, it's the newer model one here. It's got a color screen, lots of extra buttons. We have used the Accelerate 250 series handpiece mount, the Accelerate 250 series UHF body bracket is in there as well, and power pickup. So this is the same where it is, you can remove this and tuck it away if you no longer want it, fit it in your glove box. Boys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box below. We do love reading every single one of them. If you would like us to build a Prado for you, fill out the contact us page on our website or give us a call 5479 6652. YouTube really thinks you should watch this video up here, and if you would like to check out any of our Prado 250 builds, you can watch this playlist down here.
Accelerate off-grid touring, powering your adventures.